2022. Fuck! Okay, well this wasn't my strongest year, Jesus Christ! Yeah, this year went a bit off the rails and I abandoned covers for a quarter of it. I'm sorry to those who subscribed while I was on break, by the way, but holy shit, it was fucking worth it. The soul-searching I was able to do, and finally rediscovering what it is that I enjoyed about VGM covers in the first place was definitely very much needed. Coupled with coming out as more gay than I thought, a furry, solving problems with my drums, and doing a bunch of other fun projects and whatever else I'm forgetting about, this year was at least good on a personal level. Oh yeah, and the world was still being destroyed, but again, that's not really the point of this channel. But anyway, this isn't really going to be the same as I'm sure you're used to. This video is a hell of a lot shorter than my other retrospective videos from 2020 and 2021, and that's just because with how this year went, I don't really see a point in doing the ACMAs or discussing the stats as in depth as I normally do. I mean, a quarter of the year was completely empty, and I only did about 15 new covers. That being said, I'm still going to discuss the stats because I still think that that's somewhat interesting. To begin, I released a total of 30 cover videos, 19 were reimagined covers from years past, and the other 11 were the 8 I did from January to March in these 3 others. I started the year with 30,000 channel views, and I'm ending with what I can only guess is around 55 or 56,000, since, again, the script has been made almost a half year in advance. But holy shit, that is a football stadium's worth of people who've watched my videos. I started the year with just under 450 subscribers, and I'm ending it with somewhere between 560 and 570, but again, that's just a guess. I've now covered a total of 91 individual songs, and with the new old covers, I'm ending with a final total of 150 songs covered, including duplicates, adding up to a combined listening total of almost 8.5 hours. 8 hours of music. Holy shit, dude, that's a lot of music. Not to mention the biggest dream addition to my collection being the Ernie Ball Music Man Majesty in Titan Blue, a beautiful instrument I feel extremely lucky to have been able to afford. I worked my ass off over the summer to be able to afford that guitar, and it's been such a killer addition to my collection. Ernie Ball, I love your instruments so much. Oh yeah, and there was also a Chord Xenox and a Schecter Damien FR. Those happened too. And by the time you're seeing this video, I probably will have taken delivery of my Squier Jazz Bass. Also, I got an Axe FX 3, quite literally as a means to an end. I've had a significant number of system issues, and I attribute that to me using 20 instances of Helix Native at once in my old template, so the Axe FX was hopefully so I could eliminate those issues, which it's largely done by this point. It was a really expensive means to an end, but a means to an end nonetheless. This is typically the point where I do the AlphaStorm cover and medley awards, but as I said, I don't really think it's worth doing them. I'm in an awkward spot where, yes, there were enough covers to warrant doing them, but there weren't enough new covers to warrant doing them, if that makes sense. I don't know, it just feels weird to do them without having 40 plus new covers to take a look at instead of just 15. So instead we're just going to jump straight to the changes for next year and end with a final heart-to-heart and goodbye to covers for now. To begin, as I say, weekly covers are done for now. Though keep in mind I still intend to upload, I will still upload video game covers, it's just they won't be anywhere near as frequent. I might also attempt to touch up a couple other covers I didn't get around to this year. There's still a bunch more that I want to do. In particular, I want to take a look at the Undertale medley again and see if I can do it in any way better. Ultimately, what this comes down to is I want to dedicate more time toward making a better product as opposed to reaching a deadline. Plus, the extra time means I can play more games. I have a bunch I want to play. As it stands, a few of the Persona games are very high on my list, but I will be buying games based on if I want to actually play them as opposed to the soundtrack. And I'll actually be able to get to those viewer requests that I promised in January. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Also, potentially more chapters of Deltarune could come out, giving me a crap ton more music to do. Particularly if Toby Fox releases chapters 3, 4, and 5 all together, then I'll have 3 chapters worth of music to take a look at. But the biggest thing is all the original stuff. There's a whole bunch of projects I've been working on as it stands, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear them. Aside from all the music stuff, however, I want to start taking up streaming again, but not for music. I think it'd be cool to stream games as I'm trying them, or games that I just enjoy. Plus, there's also Ghost Bobs, that channel that I'm working on with my friend, where we're doing video game challenges, so if you want more somewhat scripted content, you can check that out. There's a lot of good stuff in the future, and to be completely honest with you guys, if it weren't for you watching my videos, I would not even consider still going at this point. When you bang your head against a wall for 3 years, it can feel like you've done the work for nothing. But there have been fruits to my labor, even if they're very small. If I had started doing these video game covers back during its peak of relevancy in 2010 through 2014, then I probably would be in a very different position right now, but that would require me, at 9 at the time, to practice, to be perfectly blunt. Plus, at the time, I didn't have all this. I didn't have the means to get all this. The drive that I have seen, largely because of you guys watching my videos, has allowed me to get to this position. This is just a byproduct of you guys watching my videos, but it's a positive byproduct as far as I'm concerned. Well, not so much the 16 guitars, almost 17 at this point, just everything else. When I started doing video game covers in 2019, my intention was to try and get good at production. And I feel like in a certain respect, I have done that, but there's always room to improve. There are many different approaches to this kind of music production that I'm still learning, and thankfully through college I am able to learn those aspects. I started with around 123 subscribers. I ended the year at 150, which was more than I thought was possible, but I ended that next year having doubled that. And here we are now, and I have almost doubled it again. Admittedly, it's taken a little bit longer, and I attribute that to how I'm marketing my videos. But there's still people who click the subscribe button with the intention to see more of what I'm doing in my basement for fun at this point. You guys enough for that. Even if the research into mixing and everything was done on my own time, I still want to give you guys a better product than I was capable of 3 years ago. And all I can say is thank you. Thank you all very much for everything that you've given me over these last 3 years. This isn't the end. It's for damn sure the beginning, but let's begin a new chapter. And with that, hopefully I'll see you guys very soon. I have a really cool project I've been working on since May of 2021 that I have been working on absolutely tirelessly, and I'm really excited for you guys to see it. Hopefully it'll come out next year. Thank you for watching, Dragon Knights. Stay classy, and remember, a dragon is only as strong as you let it be. I'll see you in the skies.